up? It's SeeSwann, the Mile High New Yorker, and I'm here in Washington, D.C. on the National Mall, standing beneath the Washington Monument. Over there is the Lincoln Memorial, where the concert was yesterday. It was awesome. The performances were awesome. The speeches were awesome. And when I say awesome, I mean the literal sense of the word. I was filled with awe. People, everyone was huddled together. It was cold. We all had the camaraderie. It was a wonderful experience. And I'm really looking forward to the inauguration tomorrow. We're going to get out here on the mall about 3 o'clock in the morning, see how close we can get. And hopefully I can get a little something for you guys too. So with all this wonderful history around here, I just got to touch the Washington Monument. I want you guys to witness this. Oh, let me take my gloves off first.
I guess it's no harm in telling you the plan. It's actually quite brilliant. See, we will give you a scarf, like this one, except it will be lined with a psychotropic pathogen. And at the inauguration, the pathogen will be released, succumbing the crowd to mind-altering behavior. Friends will attack neighbors, sons will attack mothers, and little old ladies, they do not stand a chance. Your government will be forced to act, and the world will see what an abomination your country is. There are those traveling on the underground metro who will not be exposed to the pathogen. For them, we have a special surprise. You will be planting several explosive bombs in the water system. When the charges go off, the water mains will break all over the city. Tunnels will flood and millions will drown. The military will be forced to kill millions above ground, and millions below will die a watery death.
Swann, you alright? Swann! You alright? We gotta go. Pack the camera up. We gotta go. Okay, there I was. I had two things to do. I had to get that scarf out of town, and I had to defuse those bombs in the water system. So I knew I couldn't go to the authorities. They would think I was crazy and lock me up. Even if they did investigate and find some of the bombs, they never would have been able to disable them in time. Soldiers would have died trying to defuse the bombs, the scarf would have been activated, and the whole plan would have worked anyway. So I had to work alone. I headed underground. One by one, I started defusing the bombs that I had set in the water system that would cause water main breaks. But I decided to leave one bomb intact. Based on its proximity to storm drainage, I chose to leave the bomb at 7th and D Street intact. I placed the scarf right next to it, and I set the bomb to go off at a time when there would be no trains in the area. That way, the rushing water set off by the water main break would wash the scarf into the Potomac River and no one would get harmed. My plan worked perfectly. Nobody drowned, nobody went crazy, and I made it to the inauguration. So you're probably wondering what happened to me when I touched the Washington Monument. Well, I was being controlled by nanobots, tiny little robots in the bloodstream that attach themselves to the cerebral cortex and mimic brain cells. They were able to control my brain waves, my brain patterns, and all that other stuff that goes on in my brain to make me do and say whatever they wanted me to do. Now these nanobots run on electromagnetic energy that they absorb from their environment. When I touched the Washington Monument, all the negative ions in the atmosphere were immediately attracted to it. It became like a giant receiving antenna, and all that electromagnetic energy was sucked into the Washington Monument and right into me, overloading the nanobots, disabling them, giving me back all my memory and full control of my faculties.
Okay, I'm here to bear witness to how SeeSwann saved America. He braved the elements to save us as fellow Americans.
Go Swann!
God bless. Go Captain America.
I'm gonna cry.
I know, it's emotional.
my goodness. I cannot believe Mr. SeeSwann put me here. You know, I loved him. And he just left. I mean, I did brainwash him a little bit, but I think it was for the best, you know. Goodness golly. I just want to have a happy life. Happy life. You know, wrap people up in duct tape. Mr. SeeSwann, your father was a hamster, and your mother smelled of elderberries.